surfer dreams of traveling to exotic places, islands where perfect waves peel over tropical reefs. But no one ever stops to consider the misadventures, storms, shipwrecks, and sharks. When the wanderlust gets in your blood, however, there's just no stopping you. I'm Sonny Miller, and this is Surfer Magazine. On our profile, we'll visit U.S. champion Dino Andino at home in the hills above San Clemente. For Planet Surf, we'll go to Baja to learn just how the Surfrider Foundation assists those in need. On Images, we'll meet filmmaker Jeff and look at his recent film, San Clemente Locals. And then a little pure fun madness with North Shore Madmen. And finally, we'll jet off to the magical reefs of Fiji and Tahiti. All this and more on this issue of Surfer Magazine.
To you by Rip Curl. To make the best wetsuits, you need the best surfers. We got both.
In the past, even a top-rated surfer was lucky to make a living at the sport. Nowadays, with combined income from both prize money and sponsorship in the hundreds of thousands of dollars, today's surfers are well rewarded for their performances. In this, the first in a series of profiles on surfers at home, we're moving in with Dino Andino. The name Dino Andino may ring a bell. Dino was a 1990 U.S. PSAA champion. Watching him surf, it's not hard to see why. Dino has invested most of his 22 years in the ocean, and it's paid off. He owns a home in the hills above San Clemente, one that he bought with his earnings from contests and sponsorships. Here, he enjoys a quiet refuge from the hectic life of professional surfing. Until a recent day between swells, when Dino allowed us to invade his privacy.
Years old when I started surfing, but I didn't really start surfing until like every day until I was like 10. Now I'm 22, so it's like 11 years.
Clearly, he is a man at home in the water, moving with smoothness and grace that are more fish-like than human, and a sense of timing as if his heart beats with the ocean's rhythm. To Dino, where he lives is important.
San Clemente, like, the people that are heroes of the town, the surfers, seems like all the people that, you know, get everything done are, like, all surf. It's a neat thing. San Clemente is a full-on surf town. This trophy right here is none other than my home break trophy. It's a little bit loose from all the people grabbing it, but I won this at San Clemente Pier in '88. That one right there, won in San Clemente. This one right here, this trophy, is one of my Malibu trophies, one of my 4. Thank you. Thing's not only worth about 45 grand, it's pretty nice. It's pretty heavy, and it means something to me. The bonuses when I won the title just remind me of that moment when I was going home thinking I was like 40 grand richer. It's pretty nice to think you're 40 grand richer and be the champ. Learned about money, because I never had any money before I had any money, so. Like, when I started getting money, I appreciated it so much it was instantly, like, going to good use. It was never, like, taken for granted. Well, I'm buying a second home right now. This is my first home. I'm buying my second home. I'm going through escrow right now, closing escrow on it. So I'll be moving out of this big house, renting it out, and then moving this to my second home, and then just go from there. Keep investing, try to do my best. To tell you the truth, I'm not really in it for the money, but, you know, I can take a lot of friends a lot of places with that, and I like doing that kind of thing, so I'm pretty stoked. And this thing's serious. I mean, if you could look at this thing for years and find stuff. It's called the Forbidden Wave. Only the king can surf it. My dad played the Doors, so I like Baby Light My Fire, so, you know, I like that. My dad played with them and stuff, so. Well, this is the kitchen that is probably nicest kitchen that's never used. I mean, it looks nice, but I don't think I've ever cooked one meal in here. Sad but true.
Now surfing on the ASP Tour, he seems to have the world in his hands. Fame, home, and success. We asked Dino what was the most important force in his life.
My happiness in my life is the ocean, you know? I mean, like, the ocean was always there for me, no matter what. And I mean, like, if I was bummed out about something or something didn't go right, I'd go down to the beach, you know? I mean, like, I'd meet people through the ocean, you know, just get my happiness through the ocean. It was, like, all centered around the ocean. Like, people I'd meet, you know, it just helped me. Like, I can honestly say that I think that the ocean's the key to my whole happiness in my life. Without it, I don't even know where I'd be.
A surf trip to Baja is more than just driving across an international border. It's an exciting change of perspective. No matter how many trips you've made to Baja, there are always new sights and sounds and back roads to explore. Baja is a poor land. It's barren and dry, and the people here depend on the ocean for their survival. We also look to the ocean, but for spiritual reasons. Members of the Surfrider Foundation, this desolate strip of land between the Pacific Ocean and the Sea of Cortez offers an opportunity to give something back to these people. Twice each year, Surfrider organizes a Baja assistance program. Its members collect truckloads of clothing and toys to give to the Catholic Church in Ensenada. The church then distributes the goods to homeless children in several Mexican orphanages.
Your donations from the Surfing Club. And these things will go to the poor, to the south of Ensenada, in Colonia Vicente Guerrero. Also, the poor people of Ensenada will receive these things that you gave us this day. Thank you very much.
It's refreshing to see an organization of surfers committed to making our world a better place.
Custom.
Jeff New is a filmmaker from San Clemente that's had to do it all on his own. We asked Jeff, what are the rewards?
The thing that I like the most about being able to make surf films is the travel, I think, and the adventure. You know, I go to a lot of exotic places and get to surf with really good surfers, which kind of ups my surfing ability, too. San Clemente is an area that's produced probably more world-class talent than any place in the world other than Sydney. It's good subject matter for a surf film. San Clemente Locals is my best work to date. Being a surf cinematographer sounds like a really glamorous, you know, cool thing to do. And it is, in a way, until you have something really terrible happen, like your water housing leaks and you drown a camera.
Knowing the risks involved, Jeff keeps moving ahead.
I just got back from Panama, shark-infested waters, and you feel like, well, am I going to be able to make it back to the boat? You know, the boat's anchored in 70 feet of water, and and there's just all kinds of sea life, barracudas and sharks and just all kinds of crazy things swimming around. That's exciting. It really is.
Action and beauty. It's all an expression of news art.
I do a lot of time-lapse photography with clouds and sunsets, birds, anything that's pretty. You know, I'll take the time to capture that. And it may not necessarily end up in a surf film, but I use it for other things. And it's a lot of fun. I get a lot of enjoyment, and there's a lot of reward that goes along with getting a good shot like that. I think it's really important that people start respecting the ocean and watch what they do with their recyclables and trash, because that's a major thing that I've changed in my lifestyle in the last 10 years is recycling and cleaning up. You know, make an effort, and if everybody does it, you're going to see a result, you know, in our lifetime.
With his special respect for the environment, New has secured his own place in the lineup.
Another day at the office.
Now, Block Surf takes to the North Shore for a walk on the wild side with their sensational new video, Hawaii 9-0.
Love, baby, love.
The young guns of the 90s have an act all of their own. Their innovative moves defy tradition and set new limits.
Live, baby, yeah. Now that the day is over, I got a new sensation. Perfect moments when it's impossible to refuse. Sleep, now that the night is over.
Spread throughout the warm tropical seas of the South Pacific are thousands of islands, each with dozens of potential surf breaks. For the stout-hearted surf adventurer, a lifetime of discoveries awaits. From Rusty's new video, No Thrills for the Cautious, here are Tavarua and Tahiti. Tavarua is the surfer's answer to Club Med. They don't have discos or daycare, but the waves are served buffet style, and happy hour runs from dawn till dusk. The life. He says no thrills for the cautious. So listen to your heart. Take that trip to Tahiti. Get lost. You'll probably find just what you were looking for. Next time, we'll drop in on Richie Collins, on the second in a series of profiles on surfers at home. Then it's off to the forbidden reefs of Krakatoa, and Dr. Scott unveils the wave of the future. For Surfer Magazine, I'm Sonny Miller, and I'm out of here.